you need to have one. And if you don't have one, like, I seriously question whether we can be friends if you don't have a Rolex. So. Hey everybody, so it's a new day. Nephew's come in yesterday. We had a pretty big day with him, got a lot done. So kind of want to keep you guys up to where we're up to. So the boys did a bit more sound ending, which they absolutely love doing. There hasn't been a single complaint about how monotonous and how long it takes to actually do. They've been enjoying every second. They're doing a good job, to be honest. Getting a fair way along with that. They've got a bit more to do. I realised I didn't show you guys where we were up to with the 4-link. So this is the idea here. The link itself's going to come through that section on the other side of this chassis rail. And then there'll be a bar like that on the cage that it's going to actually mount to. So that's kind of what I've been spending the last few days trying to get my head around exactly how I'm going to do it. And I think that's going to be just about right. So yeah, we'll crack on with that. Boys also spent the day, we did some tech drawings to make some coilover perches. So they drew it up, all the dimensions that we needed, we measured it all up, and then we were left with this setup here. So that will go on, and that's going to be mounted in the car. So that will give us something to build the cage to. So yeah, got 2 of them. 1 per coilover, which is excellent. Did a really good job, like always. Top lads. Cool. Also went shopping. Woohoo! Let's check this out, shall we? So these are a pretty major part that we need for the 4-link rear end. So we have some rose joints. These are pretty big boys. These are the left-hand ones. So we'll have a jam nut, and these are what they call high angle misalignment bushes. That'll go in there, like that. And then we got these welding bungs. There we go, 2 of them per link. Da-da-da. Lovely. Then, so this is all Imperial. I don't deal with a lot of Imperial. So went and bought some bolts, some 5/8, so something like that. Now I tried to replicate how OEM do it. So we've actually got a fine thread with a lock nut. So that's how OEM do their suspension nuts and bolts. So I've tried to copy that the best I can. So now it's just a matter of making all our mounts. So we got these, and then we need to get some chromoly tube to make the actual length itself. That's proving a little bit more difficult just to go and grab. Brand new drill bit. Like I said, I don't deal with a lot with Imperial, so we got a 5/8 drill bit to do those. Got some stickers. Everyone loves stickers. So yeah, it was a pretty good day out. It's just a matter of making all of that now into some form of suspension. So all that's left to do is everything. Cool. So we have left-hand thread and right-hand thread set up here. Oh, I got that all confused, didn't I? Let's get them around the right way so they're all the same. Right, so there's our 5 links for the 5-link setup. So 4 for the forward and back, and then the 5th one's the panhard rod. So there we go, there's the fancy bits. Now we just need the connecty bits. And we'll stick them together and just bolt them on. It's pretty basic, really. Oh, and make all the mounts and figure out where the mounts need to go, then get it wrong and redo it all again. Something like that. So now we've got the bulk of the top mounts off. They're gone. We've ground down most of the welds. You need to get your raw max out. Your raw max. Now some of you are probably looking at this saying, how does that even work? That looks like a really over the top sort of overkill tool for the job, and you'd be wrong. You have to have a raw max. Like if you're trying to modify cars and you don't have a raw max, what are you doing with your life? You need the raw max. So leave a comment below how much you love your raw max and what you use your raw max for, what setting you have your raw max on. You need to have one. And if you don't have one, like, I seriously question whether we can be friends if you don't have a raw max. So we'll use the raw max now. Top mounts are off, so we can set the diff in a much better place. That's all done there. But nah, seriously, there's no other way to do that job. I can't think of a single other way to do that job except with the roll max. If you try and do it any other way, you'll probably cut the diff in half, or you'll compromise the axle on the inside because you didn't use a roll max. So there's literally no other way to do it except with a roll max. So that's all that done. Moving on.